said it. You just have to believe it, and that's it.
Dr. Anthony L. Trice, dedicated to sound teaching, strong training, leadership, and development. Prayers are being answered and testimonies all around the world, helping change one life at a time. Find out how to be a partner with Anthony Trice Ministerial Network. And thank you for tuning in for today's message.
Look to the person next to say, neighbor, in God, we have to trust. That's what we're going to deal with on today. In God, we trust Him. We know we got this on our money, but we're not trusting God. This country is not trusting God. And that's one of the reasons why it's in the shape that it's in. One of my favorite scriptures, you don't have to turn to it. It said, trust in the Lord with all of thy heart. And don't you lean to your own understanding. Don't try to figure me out. Don't be wondering what's going on. He said, in all of thy ways, or in all of your decision making, acknowledge Him, and He'll direct our path. You shouldn't do nothing without asking God first. Amen. If you're to marry somebody, you better ask God. Amen. I said, if you can get married, you better ask God. Amen. Before you take a job, you better ask God. Don't just be making decisions, especially in the time we live in now. You can't just be doing something just to be doing it. You're going to have to hear from God in this season because this country is in trouble. Amen. And I know, we just got a new president, and folks are all disturbed, and got folks marching and all that. When I woke up that morning after the election, and they said Donald Trump won, I said, okay, and I went back to sleep. I was not going to let that get in my spirit. Because it don't matter who the president is. I'm not trusting in some man. I'm trusting in the Lord. It don't matter whether Hillary would have won and Trump, and I'm not trusting in Obama. I'm not trusting in this government system. My trust or my confidence or my dependence is in God. Somebody say amen. So we got to trust in the Lord with all of our heart, with our heart, not with your head. A lot of folks trust in God in their head, but you got to trust God in your heart. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart. And don't you lean to your own understanding. You're trying to figure out why this happening. Why Hillary didn't win. I'm trusting God. God knows who should be the president, who to put in office. Say neighbor. God knows what He's doing. Trust Him. God knows what He's doing. Don't you lean to your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your path. He'll show you what to do and how to do it. We living in the last of the last days. And God spoke this to me immediately. He told me, He said, I told Elijah to go down to the brook Cherith. It was in the midst of a recession. It was 3.5 years famine, no water, no food. And God spoke to the man of God and told him exactly what to do. He said, you go down to the brook Cherith and I'm going to provide for you. If you want God to provide for you in this season, you got to hear His voice. And not only hear His voice, you got to do what He tells you to do. If not, you're going to miss God. So I don't care what's going on in the realm of the natural, in the natural realm. I'm living in a supernatural realm. Now trust in this world system. My faith and trust and confidence is in God. It's not in money. It's not in the job. It's not in people. It's in God. And if you don't put your faith and confidence and trust in God, you're not going to have any peace. And that's why so many folks don't have peace, because they're not trusting God. They say, it's easy to say I'm trusting God, but it's something different to really trust Him. If you're always depressed and discouraged and frustrated and talking crazy, you ain't trusting God. You trusting in what you see. You trusting in how you feel. And you don't just automatically start trusting God. God has to bring you to a place where you trust in Him and Him alone. You You got to walk with God to get to a place of trust. You don't just, I'm saved now, I'm trusting God. No, God got to take you through something. God got to move some things out the way. God got to let some folk act a fool for you to really start trusting Him. Stay in God. In God we trust. Notice we got to be in God, not in church. A lot of folks in church, but they're not in God. A lot of folks in the choir. A lot of folks on the usher board. A lot of folks on the deacon board, but they ain't in God. And it's a difference. And we need to deal with this word in, because this word in is used as a function word. So when you're in God, you're functioning in the kingdom.
Amen.
This word in is used as a function word to indicate inclusion, location, and position within something. When you in God, you're in a certain position. You get in position. If you're not in God, you're not in the right position. You're not in the right place. I'm talking about mentally and emotionally, you're not in the right place and you ain't in God. Somebody say amen. Notice, we have to be in God. Now, I need to explain something, because we don't understand, when we talk about God, I'm talking about the God of the Bible. Not the God of this world. A lot of folks don't understand. Satan is the God of this world. He's controlling the world system. So when people say God, I need to know what God you're talking about. Because the Muslims got their own God. The Hindus got their own God. The Buddhists got their own God. I'm talking about the God that you only can get to Him through Christ. There's only one mediator between man and God, and it's Christ Jesus. So when I talk about God, I'm talking about the God of the Bible, not your false God. Paul said it like this: there are many gods in this world. All men have not that knowledge. Everybody don't understand. You can make it. Anytime you put something before God, that's your God. If you got a job, a person, a place, a thing before God, that's your God. I don't care how much you fix your mouth to say you're serving God. If you have something else before God, that's your God. No man can serve God and man. You can't make money out of a God. You can't make material stuff out of a God. If you do, that's your God. Say neighbor. In God, we have to trust. Our confidence has to be in God, not people. Not what's in your bank account. Not your education. And it's easier to trust something that you see opposed to something you don't see. So there has to be some effort put forth to really trust God. You can't be all casual and lazy and say you trust in God. No, some effort has to be put forth to really trust God. You got to prioritize. Because one of Satan's tactics is distraction. He knows how to distract you. He'll use people, he'll use circumstances, he'll play on your emotions. Y'all come back to me. And before you know it, you're off track because you've been distracted by something. I can't put my faith in you. Because you'll be here today and then tomorrow I don't see you. I'm trusting God for you. Y'all missed that. I'm not trusting you. I'm trusting God that you'll do right. And you need to trust God that I'll do right. Because we got to mistrust in the church with preachers, because we look at the media and the media portray every preacher as a crook. The devil is a lie. And his mama too. Every preacher ain't no crook, but you listening to the media. It is just a trick of the enemy that they first don't get at church your money, and we really deal with that. And now you off track and out the will of God listening to the media instead of listening to the word. Whatever I do, the Lord, you won't get offended. You won't fall out with people. That means your motive needs to be right.
That's right. Amen.
You got to distrust in the church. The devil don't want you to trust God. He don't want you to trust preachers. This is the problem with them. How can you hear without the preacher? How can he preach except he be sent? So you can't get around preachers. Just make sure you connect to the right preacher. Or come here and look cross-eyed. I'm looking cross-eyed at you too. You want the preacher to be right, you ain't right. Shouting God. I'm gonna trust. I trust in God, not in flesh, not in people. Let me say this one more time, just in case you didn't get it. You trust God for me, that I do right. And I'm gonna trust God for you, that you do. God got some people around me that's right, and that's gonna do right. Everybody ain't gonna do right. We got some people around me gonna do right. Psalm 62.
My soul waits thou only upon God.
He said, my soul is waiting down only upon God. I'm not waiting on no new president. I'm waiting on God. My soul, my mind, say my mind, my will, and my emotions. And Lord, no, we need to put our emotions in God. Because too many folks making decisions out of how they feel. That's why folks marching and disturbed and they got no peace, because they're not trusting God. They trusting how they feel. It's amazing how Christian folk, when something happens, we never make decisions off of truth. We always make it off how we feel. That's why we're so messed up. Because everything is an emotional decision. What about making it off of truth? You right and I know you're right. I'm still going to love you. Say neighbor. Don't trade evil for evil. But overcome evil with good. Now tell the next person, say two wrongs don't make a right. Watch this. I'm going to tell you how the devil will get you off. Folk doing wrong and you trying to get them back. Now you off too. Now you don't do wrong by yourself. I'm going to stay on the street called straight. Let me say it one more time. A lot of y'all off because somebody else off. Eve got off, so Adam got off. Now he should have stayed on. We're living in a time where people are making decisions off of how they feel. And you can't whoop the devil using your emotions, because he's a spirit. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Now somebody said this yesterday, I was in a seminar, I didn't know this. They said the day after Trump won, it was a black girl at a filling station, and some white guys rolled up and told her, oh, they kill you. And the reason why I'm not going to kill you, because there's witnesses around. And they drove off. Now, if you ain't in God, you will respond wrong. See, so it's those type of situations that we're going to find ourselves in. And in order to deal with this demon, you got to be in the spirit. So you ain't got time to keep playing around and playing hooky from church and not praying like you should and not saturate yourself in the word, because God finna force us to trust him. You ain't trusting God, just get a little time. He gonna force you to trust him. You ain't trusting God, you the ride. You got it made. Don't let me come your way to try you with fire. Folk won't come to church, don't wear it, they gonna kick the door down. You trying to beg for dragging folk to church. No, let them go. They're going to beat you here in a minute. Because the fire We playing around. We ain't serious about God. We only get serious when tragic happens. Why does it take a tragedy to happen to you to get your attention? After the 3,000 people got killed in 9/11, now y'all want to pray. But at first y'all didn't want us to pray. Y'all done took it out of school, but now everybody want to pray now. And it only lasted for a week. Why does it take tragedy for you to get yourself together? It's like something have to happen to people to get their attention. To cause them to really be serious and stop all this foolishness. Saying, God, you better trust. Read.
For my expectation is from him.
He said, my expectation or my hope is from who? What is hope? Trust. Hope is an anchor for your soul. Watch this, man. I'm going to show you something. Because when you're trusting in something other than God, you're going to be disappointed. You're trusting in some man, some woman, some job, the government. Watch this. They get ready to cut out Section 8. They get ready to cut out food stamps. And you've been trusting in food stamps for 30 years. Go and get a job. Section 8 rent $6,000 a month, can't pay that. You finna get disappointed. Read.
He only is my rock.
Notice what David said. He's expressing, he professing his confidence in God. He said, only God is my rock. God's the only thing that won't be moved. Read.
And my salvation.
And my salvation or deliverance. What's salvation? Deliverance or to be rescued. What David is saying, only God can get me out of this. You have to know that when you're faced with oppositions and uncertainty and stuff that you have no control over, you have to know only God can deliver me. And you have to wait on him to deliver you. Read.
He is my defense.
God is my defense. God will fight my battles. He'll protect me. He'll cover me. You have to know this, or not, you didn't have no peace. We walk around here disturbed because what we listen to CNN. Cut CNN off and cut Jesus off. You listen to the news. You need to get in the good news. The media is designed to mess you up. They don't tell the truth. They tell what they want.
Amen.
I remember a couple of years ago when the Mike Brown thing, the news wanted to interview me, and when I looked at it, they cut off what I said.
What?
They only put the part in they wanted to put in. So I said, no more interviews. Don't call me no more, because see, y'all playing games. Because y'all only putting on TV what y'all want people to hear. I said y'all need Jesus. They cut that out. Can't be listening to the media. They get real information. Because they only tell the part that they want to tell. Read.
And I shall not be moved.
Watch this. When your confidence and trust is in God, you're not easily moved. Reason why so many folks didn't backslid. Reason why so many folks are moved out of their place in God is because their faith is not really in God. It's in something other than God. And you know how you know? When testing time, we got to be tested. You know why we need to be tested? To be proven to see what we really are. Our folks ain't real. Our folks ain't real about God. And we don't know this because we look at them on the surface. We look at the speaking in tongue them, and the prophesying them, and the preaching them, and the title them. That ain't the real them. What's your name? Apostle? That ain't your name. That's what you do. But people caught up in all that stuff. That stuff don't mean nothing. You better get all the way in God. You better get wrapped up, tangled up, and tied up in Jesus for real. Because tests are coming. in your marriage. You're going to be tested in your finances. You're going to be tested with your children. You're going to be tested in your church to see what your worthiness is. You're going to be tested on your job. You're going to be tested. Read.
In God is my salvation.
Notice, in God is my salvation or my deliverance. Read.
And my glory.
And my glory. Listen, the good stuff God got for you is in Him. It's not outside of Him. We trying to accomplish stuff without God. He said, apart from me, you can do nothing. And God's going to bring that scripture to pass in this season. God's going to fix it so where you're going to have to come through Him to get whatever you need. Because He said, I am the what? Way. He didn't say I am a way. So you've been doing your own thing for all these years. God's going to fix it now where you have to come through Him in order to get what you need. I said on last week, if you come through the window, you're a thief. Why would you come through the window? There's a door out there. That right there let me know something ain't right. And everybody trying to get to heaven outside of Christ. Is that it?
No, sir.
Read.
God is the rock of my strength.
God is the rock or the foundation of my strength. Well, this is one of the problems with a lot of church folk. We don't have a foundation. Some of us never got a solid foundation in God. We got saved and went right to the choir. We got saved, we got preachers put them right on up. They never got a relationship with God. And all we going off of is gifts and talents. And people don't know God. In church and lost. Because you don't get to know God overnight. You get to know God over time. You got to walk with Him. You got to seek Him. You got to get in His Word. You got to be taught about God to know Him. A lot of folks don't love God. They don't know Him.
Amen.
Read.
And my refuge is in God.
My refuge in who?
God.
Not in seeking 7. Not in a joint. Trouble come, you I got to get high and get some peace. No, it's in God. Your refuge has to be in God, not in the Bible. Not in sex.
Amen.
We turn to everything except God. Trouble come, I stop coming to church. Okay. I would think you would do the opposite. The devil, have you ever been looking at like Wild Kingdom or one of those safari stories and a wolf come in or Jack, what's the name of things? Jack will come in. Then what they want to do is get you away from the herd. And when they separate you, they work on you. The devil wants to separate you from the church, from your leader, from the truth. Because then he can get you. Conquer and what? Divide. It's time out for playing. It's time to get real serious about God. Because you know what's happening to people? They are losing their minds.
Amen.
Do you honestly think you're going to come to church all these years and hear the word and turn your back on God and live in peace? The devil is lying. The first thing the devil trying to do is snatch your mind. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. I ain't mean to get this. Look at verse 8.
Trust in Him at all times.
Not sometime. Not part-time. When things going good, we stop trusting God. And we take over and say, God, thank you, but I can handle it from here. You better trust God when it's good, and you better trust God when it's bad. You better trust God when you're up, and you better trust Him when you're down. Not when everything going good now, so I can stop praying. I can start playing hooky from church. The devil's finna knock your head off. Somebody say amen. Shout in God. We have to trust. Our confidence has to be in God. Jeremiah 17, verse 5 and 7. Jeremiah. Verse 5 and 7. Read.
Thus said the Lord.
Who talking? Who he's speaking to? Through. He's speaking through the man of God, the prophet Jeremiah. Thus said the Lord. Read.
Cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
God said if you put your trust in a man, you're going to be cursed. Other the word curse, said miserable. I wonder why so many people miserable. Because they trusting in some man.
Amen.
Read.
Cursed is the man that maketh flesh his arm.
Miserable is the man that make flesh his arm or strength. You don't listen. You don't be obsessed with nobody. You love your wife. You love your husband. You love your children, but you don't make them out of your God. I can deal with that right there, boy. Some men, wives, are they gods. Some wives, man, husbands are they God. Some parents, children are they God. You can't hear from God from listening to them.
Amen.
Read.
And whose heart departeth from the Lord.
Hold up. Does that mean you don't listen to them? No. When they tell you ungodly advice, you do.
Amen.
I can go on through the scripture, but y'all don't want me to though. Sarah said, hey, sleep with her. Because God taking too long. He did like a fool. And soon he slept with this, she turned on.
Amen. Come on now. Tell the truth about it.
Y'all don't want to hear me today. My sheep heard my voice, and a stranger they won't follow. If somebody telling you something that contradicts this, that's a stranger. It's just a lot of voices out here. There's a lot of people saying, thus say the Lord. I told you I went to a funeral a couple of weeks ago, and they had me on the program to speak, and everybody else got up before me. You would have thought it's 1,000 gods. And I got up and said, there's only one God. His name is Jesus. They said, shh. Somebody got to stand up for righteousness. Somebody stand up for truth. I respect your religion and what you believe in. But when it's all said and done, it's only one God, there's only one Savior, there's only one way to heaven, there's only one way to have eternal life, and that's through Jesus Christ. And I ain't gonna argue with you. Because I feel like to argue. You gotta prove their point.
Dr. Anthony L. Trice is determined to take the gospel around the world to a people that are hurting mentally, physically, and financially. Your prosperity is in your seed. God has shown him how to be prosperous, successful, and with integrity. Ecclesiastes 10 and 19. Money answered all things. We would like you to partner with us. Help us spread the word of God. Sign up as a monthly partner today and take advantage of this special offer. For a love token of $30 plus shipping and handling, you will receive this prosperity package, which includes Your Prosperity is in Your Seed, a powerful teaching CD, and prosperity oil. All partners will receive a monthly CD, newsletter, and much, much more. For more information, call 314-659-8522 or visit us online at www.anthonytrice.org. You can write to us at 7200 West Florissant, St. Louis, Missouri 63136, and we thank you for your support.
Hey, that was a powerful, awesome word from the Lord. I would like to thank you for tuning into our television broadcast on today. Amen, God is doing some awesome things here in this ministry. Our members are being delivered, they're being healed, they're experiencing financial breakthrough, and I want you to experience that same anointing that's on this ministry in your life by partnering with me here at Anthony Trice Ministry. You can go to my website at anthonytrice.org and become a monthly partner. God bless you.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast. If ever in St. Louis area, please come visit Covenant for Life Christian Center at 7200 West Florissant, St. Louis, Missouri 63136, or give us a call at 314-659-8522. For more information on how to get connected, write to us or visit us online at anthonytrice.org. And we thank you for your continued support.